Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. So what up, 2K fans? It's your boy Shake. This is my very first attributes update slash FaceCam video. And I wanted to do this with you guys because I'm at 400,000 subscribers. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to all my subscribers who've been around all this time and showing your boy some love. So this is my first time doing this, and I don't really have the right setup accommodations for all of this. I need to still get a camera and everything, but I figured I could do this for you guys moving forward and try to explore other avenues on my channel. And so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with my attributes update. And as you can see, I'm wearing the Machinima sports shirt. I got my New York fitted on, but I gotta represent Machinima. This is the company that I'm with. I've been with them since 2010, I believe. And I think it's only right that at least for my first true face cam video, I represent Machinima. And shout out to all the people at Machinima. Shout out to my representatives and all of that too. And this is just one of my characters. I know you guys are probably asking, why did I even put anything towards rebounding? This year I wanted to get boards. I hated last year not being able to get any boards when I was in the Pro-Am, and believe it or not, I'm still able to get boards now, so it's pretty cool to be able to do that. Now we're gonna get a quick look at my badges, and as you can see, I have Relentless Finisher, Screen Outlet, Fade Ace, and all I did for Fade Ace was take a couple of spin jump shots, and because a lot of them turn into fadeaways, I got it pretty quickly, so that was kind of weird, but at the same time, I got it, so here it is. Behind the back pro, hesitation stunner, killer crossover. To get killer crossover, just run up the court and tap the right stick to the right or to the left, and eventually you'll do enough crossovers. I did it in like 1 or 2 games, it seemed like. It didn't even seem like I was trying too hard, so you can get killer crossover pretty quick. Pep move size up, spin kingpin, defensive crasher. This is the rebounding again. Also have brick wall. Alright, now let's take a look at my NBA animations. I'm going to give you guys all of my animations. As you can see, I'm using Michael Jordan's jump shot. But now in my career, I'm actually hitting more jumpers. I'm scoring a lot more than I ever have been. So I was thinking before that it had something to do with my jumper, and maybe because I had a broke jump shot, but I don't think that's the case. But although my jump shot is going in now with the Michael Jordan release. I'm currently using Kobe Bryant's free throw shot. And I think it just works. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of green releases on Hall of Fame, so that's a big plus. Take a look at all my dunk packages. I have the under the basket rim pulls, and believe it or not, this is really effective. You get near the rim, and with my athletic ability, my guy dunks almost all the time. So I highly recommend under the rim basket rim pulls. I don't know what it is about them animations. Maybe they're all like that, but I just know my man dunks all the time in the paint. And this is especially great for a guy that has low inside score. When you have a low inside score, you need to be able to dunk when you're in the paint to kind of balance the situation, considering you don't have a high inside scoring, and dunks are always high percentage shots, right? So I would consider getting this animation. Athletic one-handers off 1, athletic one-handers off 2, side tomahawks, windmills off of 1, and that's it. That's all I have right now. I don't have a whole lot of dunks, and it's mainly because I'm kind of just building my character up right now. I'm going through the struggle. If you want to know how to build a character while going through the struggle, you came to the right place. I'm not somebody who bought VC, and you know, I'm trying to show you guys how to do it, you know, the legit way. On Xbox, I'm buying VC. There's no way I'm doing this twice, and you guys will see all the animations I have. Just to give you a heads up, if you want to know the dunk packages that I'm going to be choosing this year, look up Vince Carter, look up Kobe Bryant or young Kobe Bryant, and look up Michael Jordan. Those 3 people, that's where I'm going to get the majority of my dunk packages from this year. We'll see if I add any others, but I'm just really trying to create that kind of a rim attacker, you know, someone like Kobe, someone like Jordan. Current layup package is Jamal Crawford. Even though I don't do a whole lot of Jamal Crawford's moves, I know how to do them, but they're very situational, so they don't take place as much as you'd like them to. But his regular layups are pretty good too. So I typically lay up the ball with the right stick using the left or the right side of the right stick, just to, you know, guarantee that I'm gonna get a layup with my left hand or my right hand, depending on where the defender is that's trailing me. So his layups are pretty basic when you do that, and they work really well. So, you know, every now and then you'll probably see me pop off one of these moves. It's a hop step layup. So if you know how to do hop steps, it's pretty much just doing that, and you'll eventually get the animation to take place. Now, these are my signature styles. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, you know, what are my dribbles? Again, my character's not that great just yet, so keep that in mind. I haven't really built him to a point where he's a dominant dribbler. However, if you noticed, my playmaker is maxed out, and I can pull off a lot of dribbles. All right, I have dribble pull-up number 10, and when you pick your dribble pull-up, you kind of want the animation that you can time the best, depending on your release. And this is why I use this one, because I tend to get a lot of green releases with it. Currently using spin jumper number 10. I didn't like this spin jumper last year in NBA 2K15, but I'm kind of liking it this year. Believe it or not, I get a lot of separation from the defense, especially considering how fast I am when I'm running the ball up the court. If I double tap square or X on the Xbox and do this move, when he does that spin, I get so much separation. I did it to LeBron James a couple times in my last game, so consider this, you know, it's a pretty good move. Hop jumper number 14. To do the hop jumper, you want to move the right stick away from the basket as you're running across the basket. Like if you're running sideways, just move the right stick away from the basket, and your man will actually do this hop jumper, or the way he hops. And believe it or not, you can pick up your dribble again after you do this hop. To me, it's like a travel, but it's pretty dope. Like, I've been able to do this. This is the reason why I don't use hesitation number 3 anymore, because I don't feel like there's a point. You can do a hop jumper and then keep moving the right stick, like flick it again and continue your dribble. So it looks kind of like traveling, but I've seen people do it in real life from time to time. I do it in real life from time to time, but it works. It's a pretty good move. And on top of that, if I decide to take the shot, look how much separation I get. Of course, I'm going to use Michael Jordan's post fade, even though I don't do a lot of post fading. However, I've got fade ace, and I didn't have that last year, so I might do a lot more fade away jumpers out of the post up, considering that I have this animation now. I have number 8. Believe it or not, yesterday I was experimenting with some spin jumpers, double tapping square, and I did a spin hook, and I did it more than once. So I'm starting to believe that, you know, I got a couple of green releases too with this. So this is really cool. I mean, I don't know if you guys use hook shots, but consider doing some spin hooks or spin jump shots and see if your man does a hook shot. I've done a couple of them lately, so it's been pretty effective. Post hop number 10. I don't really use these. My dribble posture is a low dribble posture. In real life, I have a low dribble posture, but I'm a hop dribbler. Like, I do a lot of hopping. Like when I come and dribble the ball up the court, I hop first and then I do the crossovers. And this low dribble posture, if you do any kind of a hesitation and then a deadly crossover, you're gonna get that hop, that high hop, and then a low, you know, cross. And so I think that's really cool. Like in real life, you hop first and then you dribble real low. Consider that, because it's really cool. I think that having a low dribble posture, I've been doing it for years, and it's more effective for me and my style in this game. Currently, I'm using crossover number 7. I can't say that I've always used this one. I mix this one up all the time. I switch it up. I use number 3, number 2, number 18, number 20, number 21. So typically I try not to let people, you know, understand or predict what I'm gonna do. You know, oh, he uses number this and he's gonna do that a lot. Currently behind the back number 14. I also love behind the back number 7. It's more of a street move. But behind the back number 7 is, I would use this on a park more than I would use it in an NBA My Career game, because you'll lose the ball. But on the park, you'll break ankles with this one. And again, it is a park move. I also like to use, was it number 6 is also really good for the park. You know, these are park moves, and they will break ankles. They drop your opponent. I don't know why it happens. I've seen them get stumbled, especially if you have the right badges. Currently using spin number 5. Only because I like the standing spin animations, and it tends to allow me to spin multiple times and kind of confuse my defender. Number 7 is also another one that's a big favorite of mine. I used it, this was the only one I used in NBA 2K14, but now in NBA 2K16, 2 years later, you know, I tend to still use it, but it's not as effective as it was in NBA 2K14, so I use it just for fun. Currently, I'm using hesitation number 2, and it's because when you do the running hesitation, he does a little in and out crossover. And if you do that in and out move and then do a deadly crossover afterwards, it's really effective. You'll blow past your defender. I thought it was awesome. I've broken ankles with this move, so give hesitation number 2 a try. I know a lot of people love hesitation number 3 because you get that little step back jumper. I don't need it because I already have the right hop jumper, and I can keep my dribble with that. You won't get that huge step back, but you can still spin after you do the step back with these other dribbles too. So, you know, I mean, it's cool. I kind of alternate between 3, you know, number 4. I actually like number 12 as well, because you get this like running. Look at that little flip of the wrist, flick of the wrist dribble. It's pretty cool. So consider that too. Currently, my signature size up is number 7. This is what I used in NBA 2K15 pretty much for the first half of the year, and this is an extremely effective size up. You can actually break ankles with this size up right off of the dribble. Like, you don't have to do anything. The animation itself will break ankles. And there's very few, you know, signature size ups that will allow you to do that right out the gate. My ISO size up inside out is Jamal Crawford. I like to switch this one up because a lot of people are using Jamal Crawford and it gets old. Also, I was doing this a lot at the team up. I'll use Jamal Crawford several times and I fell in love with the move then. And so, not to feel like I was the first one to do it or nothing, but it just feels like, yo, man, I like Jamal Crawford. I built my man to be Jamal Crawford, 6'5", 189 pounds. I wanted him to be Jamal Crawford, and this is the move I wanted to use. Just unfortunate that people just spam this move all day long. You won't see me do that. You might see me do it once or twice a game. My size up crossover is Chris Paul, but there's a few of them that I like in this one too, so I switched this one up. But my second favorite ISO size up cross in this game is guard number 2. You have to give this a try. This move right here will break ankles. Like, it breaks ankles all the time. It's almost like, I was kind of strange. I was like, man, is it a glitch? I was breaking the AI's ankles with this move so often that I was thinking that this might be a glitch in the game. Try this one out. I mean, the Chris Paul one is dope too, but this one is really effective as well. My ISO size up escape is going to be the Kyrie Irving dribble. I've used so many different animations and comboed them. You don't have to use the same thing everybody else is using. For example, the Jeff Teague. I used the Jeff Teague right out the gate initially because this is a move in real life that breaks ankles. So consider this move as well. This is a really good one. I'm also going to give you guys another quick tip on how to basically get your team chemistry to 100%. And this is the key to winning on Hall of Fame, at least for me. And this is what I've been preaching this every year on 2K, that if you get your team chemistry to a 100%, your team is going to give you the ball and you're going to start winning a lot of games. And considering the fact that I have a pretty decent overall now, I'm an 84, 85 overall, my team chemistry at 100%, I'm going to tell you guys how to do this. First of all, get rid of all of your connections. Just get rid of all of them. Just take them all off. I'm going to add these back on because I don't want to forget who I have, but get rid of all of your connections. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been doing this all the time. You can switch up your connections. Look, I get 500 VC if I go hang out with Jackson Ellis, but watch me change my connections real quick. Check this out. Remove them again, right? Back out. Team chemistry bonus. If you click on team chemistry bonus, you're going to add a bonus to your team chemistry, and it's going to really heighten your, I think it was like 10% every time I did it. And it got me to 100% chemistry, and I'm not even close to All-Star Weekend yet. So keep that in mind. Get your team chemistry bonus up. Your teammates start playing like all-stars. They start giving you the ball when you call for it, and it completely makes things 100% easier on Hall of Fame difficulty. And you want to play on Hall of Fame if you're playing 6 minutes Hall of Fame to get that quick VC. You know, to get like 1,000 VC a game or more. I think I get like 1,000 to 1,100. Hustle Westbrook gives me the ball, and every time I ask for it, I stop at the half-court line and pretty much right above the half-court line, and I ask for the ball. He gives it to me every time. So I feel like I'm running point again. But now I'm going to add my connections back and watch what happens. Now that I added my connections back, notice what I have now. I have an opportunity to get with Rachel, and it gives me 100,000 fan bonus. So you can switch up your connections. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been doing this for a little while, kind of managing what I want to do, depending on what it is that I have available. And you want to get these connections right, because now we just learned that the more fans you have, the more fans you'll have in your own personal Pro-Am, your custom Pro-Am arena. So you want to get your fan bonus up. This is how you switch up your connections. That's also how you get your team chemistry to a 100%. Everything is a lot better, and we win a lot of games on Hall of Fame. That's kind of the secret to winning on Hall of Fame, in my opinion. So now that we've seen some of my animations and some of my attributes, let's head over to the blacktop. A lot of people just show you the animations, but let's head over to the blacktop and see how they actually work out. Oh, and as you can see, I changed my name to Shake Brown. That's actually what the name is. If they pronounce it correctly, I'm not sure, but the name is Shake. That name is in the game, and it's pronounced Shake. It's an African name, and as you can see, it's on Superstar difficulty. And I want it to be on Superstar so that way I can show you guys that it works on harder difficulties, these moves, these tactics. So you guys just saw me pull off a hop jumper, and then I did a crossover afterwards. You know, to me that's kind of a travel, but at the same time, you could do a hop jumper in this game and still continue your dribble. Mike Wang talked about this in his latest 2K TV tutorial, but I had already figured this out, and it's the reason why I don't use hesitation number 3 anymore. That's a hop, and then that's a crossover, and that's a jumper. That's like a crossover jump shot. I'm gonna show you guys my hesitation real quick. It's the basic hesitation, right? Little jump hesitation. But when you're running across, because I don't have hesitation number 3, look at that. Notice how I kept my dribble, even though I just did a hop jumper right there. You can do that pretty easily. So you don't necessarily need hesitation number 3. You can do a basic hop jumper and then continue your dribble. It looks like a travel or carry, but it's effective and it works, and it's pretty much a deadly dribble combination to try. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a couple quick crossovers that I like to do. Oh, so he already went down. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let's do it again. I want to show you guys a quick move or combination that I like to do. That combination right there is pretty deadly. Plus, you can add on a nice spin dribble, spin layup. So this is the Chris Paul cross. And then afterwards, you do the spin, and then you catch the ball before it hits the ground, go to the rim, then you do the spin layup. A lot of times, you might break his ankles throughout that sequence. All right, one other thing I learned when running up against Michael Jordan was that if you just run up towards him and do a basic crossover, you might just blow past your defender. So let's see if it works. And as you can see, a basic crossover is extremely effective in NBA 2K16. You don't even have to do too many dribbles. Just come at him at the right speed, try to catch him off guard. And a lot of people want to hit left trigger to try to beat you up close, and they might get their ankles broken when you do that. All right, let's see if I can just run at him and do a crossover, then behind the back move. Oh, see, I already broke him. Once you get that killer crossover badge, this will happen way more often. Check this out. See, I already broke him. I was going to go behind the back after the crossover, but even though I didn't have to. I already broke his ankles. So that was my quick team chemistry and connection / attributes / signature moves, signature styles, animations update. I'm going to try to do this more often. This is also my very first face scan in my new place and my new setup. So expect to see this more often. I might even do some my career, you know, some live com, face cams as well. And definitely trying to do a My Team pack opening face cam for the very first time today. So stay tuned for that. It's your boy Shake signing out. As always, if you enjoyed this video, smack that like tab to show your support. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll be back with some more NBA 2K16 for you guys.